Mrs. Junie B. Jones. The B stands for Beatrice, but I don't like Beatrice. I just like B, and that's all. I go to school in room 9. Room 9 is where they have afternoon kindergarten. Also, they have morning kindergarten, but I'm not as familiar with that arrangement. My teacher's name is Miss. She has another name too, but I just like Miss, and that's all. Today, Miss said that she had a special announcement to make. An announcement in school words means listen to me, and I mean it. Miss said that here in room 9, we're going to have a special day, and that's called Valentine's Day. She said that Valentines were special cards about friendship, and the rest in room 9, we're going to give them to each other. Me and my bestest friend named Lucille squealed real happy. We all remember our first crush, and most of them were pretty extra. Mine personally was Benny Rodriguez from The Sandlot, Junie B. Jones, and the Mushy Gushy Valentine by Barbara Park. After Lucille and Junie stood up, they squealed real excited. I love getting cards, teacher. I especially love getting the kind with money in them. Money is my favorite kind of mail. Me too, Lucille. Money's my favorite kind of mail too. Plus, also, I enjoy the Publishers House clearance sweepstakes. Miss looked down at the girls and she gave a chuckle. Well, I'm sorry, girls, but I'm afraid there won't be any money in our Valentines. Here in room 9, we'll simply be giving each other happy wishes. It'll still be lots of fun. She smiled. On the day of our party, we'll be making a special box to hold all the cards, and then I will personally deliver the cards to each one of you, she explained. Just then, Junie jumped right out of her chair, because nobody had even mentioned a party before. Hooray! Hooray for parties! Can we have cake and donuts, and also we'll need cheese popcorn and candy apples, and also we'll need red licorice and peanut butter cups and chocolate covered raisins and gummy bears and malted milk bars! She looked over at Miss. Maybe you should be writing this down. Miss shook her head no. She said that they would have cupcakes, punch, and candy hearts. Junie sat back down, very disappointed, because not much thought had gone into the menu. After that, Lucille stood up. What about punch? My Nana's caterer always puts fresh raspberries and strawberries in our punch, and it's delicious. After that, Lucille twirled around in her fluffy dress. And what about ballroom dancing? I'm learning ballroom dancing at my expensive dance school, and so I'd be happy to teach the children who are cheaper than me. After that, Miss stared at Lucille for a long time. How very generous of you, Lucille, but I don't think we'll be having ballroom dancing. After that, a shy girl who never raised her hand stood up. Her name was Lenny. If we can't have ballroom dancing, can we hire a magician? Or we can get a wild animal like a grizzly bear or a sea lion. Just then, a boy named Polly Allen Pepper ran right to the front of the room, and he jumped up and down and all over the place. No, wait! I've got it! We need some of those jugglers who juggle chainsaws! After that, room 9 clapped and whistled and hooted and hollered, because who doesn't love chainsaw jugglers? After they finished clapping, they looked at Miss. Her head was on her desk and her eyes were staring out the door. And that's when all the children in room 9 got very quiet, because Miss was scaring them a little bit, and they were out of party ideas. The next day, Junie and her bestest friend named Grace were playing on the playground. And guess what? They watched as Miss carried a gigantic box into room 9. It was the box that they were going to decorate for Valentine's Day. Wowie, wow! That thing will hold 1 million bajillion Valentine's Day cards, said Junie, real thrilled. This is when Grace looked over at her. Stop saying Valentine, Junie B. It's Valentine with an N sound. I can say whatever I want to, Grace. This is America. And I can say Valentine if I want to. I wasn't trying to be the master of your words. I just wish she would stop saying Valentine. Yeah, well, we can't always get what we wish for. Grace, I wish Valentine had an imminent, but it doesn't, does it? After that, the two girls made squinty eyes at each other, and they crossed their arms and they tapped their angry feet. Only pretty soon, they got tired of that, because fighting with your friends isn't that much fun. That's how come both of them hugged each other, and they said an apology. Sorry, Junie. Sorry I tried to be the boss of your words. Sorry, Grace. Sorry, Valentine doesn't have an imminent. After that, the two girls held hands and they skipped all the way to room 9. This is called a victory skip. As soon as they got to room 9, all the children in the class quickly sat down as they watched Miss. She pulled out a white box and she covered it with shiny paper, and then she cut a mail slot in the top. After that, all the children in room 9 got out their scissors, because it was time to cut paper hearts to paste on the sides. Junie cut hers fastest. Miss, look, I already done cutting my heart, so I have the fastest scissors in room 9. That's when a meanie boy named Jim stood up from his chair. No, you don't. See, look over here. I already done cutting 2 hearts. 1, 2, so I knew. After that, Junie tried to cut one more heart. Well, now I have 2 too, so you are not the winner anymore, meanie Jim. Jim held up one more heart. 3, I'm up to 3. Junie also cut one more heart. Well, I have 3 too, so yeah. Jim held up one more heart. 4, I'm up to 4. That's when Junie got frustrated. Stop it, Jim! Stop cutting so fast, and I mean it! After that, Junie tried to cut one more heart, but her scissors went very out of control, and her heart turned out like scribble scraps. Darn it, Jim! Now what you made me do! She hollered, real mad. Then, all of a sudden, a big hand came flying over the top of her head and snatched her scissors right out of her fingers. Junie gulped, and she bent her head back. It was Miss. I was afraid it was you. Then Junie watched as Miss walked over to Jim's table, and she took his scissors, too.